as I say, made a name for himself running that. But a little bit of a fight going on here momentarily. We're going to see one team eliminated, and we're going to see Noko now pushing in with the Mastiff, trying to finish off another player as well. There's one more in front of him. The Hemlock's going to be hitting not too hard, but finally some shots do connect, and that's going to be KP on the board for Noko, Kine, and Lyric.
Yeah, and that's another Horizon on the board as well. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to getting to the late game and seeing if some of these Horizons can really mix things up, especially with Caustics in the lobby. I mean, you as a mouse, is there something interesting about that?
I do find it difficult to glean any, like, meaning out of it, you know? Like, it's okay, cool, I saw you move your hand, but I didn't learn more about how to move my hand.
That's a different Gibby.
I mean, from my point of view, I would say that a hand cam for me would probably be better than a face cam. So, you know,
Really?
That's what I think. I think I've got a good-looking hand. What can I say?
The Bloodhound and 60 blue.
I guess it'd be interesting if there's a lot of keybind. If you have keybinds on the side of your mouse as well, like seeing that and mechanical ability. I can see the positives. I can see the positives of it.
We are going to see a fight going on now on the edge of Circle. And it's going to be Noko who is involved with this. I believe the other team was Monsoon's team, so two real powerhouse teams. You're going to see the scan coming out from the Bloodhound as well. So the other team is going to know where all three of these players are and try and formulate a push from that. But the Hemlock's going to be hitting pretty hard. And here is Horizon's grab lift, and there is the ultimate as well. Noko trying to get nice and aggressive, see if he can pull all of those players into the black hole, having done that damage. It looks like the portal is down, though, to try and get that other team away. Monsoon and Niceweek are going to have to be scarpering back as well. Nocturnal was taken down, though, so the push coming in from Noko's team has done some damage.
Yeah, this was one of my teams to watch as well. Niceweek, Monsoon, and Nocturnal. Nocturnal knocked, and the other two are going to have to back off at this point, and it's one of those situations where you have to really say, are we going to be able to pick up that person, or are we just going to have to try and get to the late game and survive with the two of us? Noko actually under a little bit of pressure himself here, tries to use the grab lift to get away. That is one of the benefits. The movement of Horizon is you do get that extra little boost after using the grab lift, after landing, that you can maybe get away from those that are trying to push you.
Yeah, I mean, Kine, Noko, and Lyric at the moment, they're involved in every single battle, I swear, that's going down on Horizon at the moment. We've got 15 squads remaining, and I'm pretty sure that they've fired bullets into every single one of those teams that has died. As I see that, I see CLG, Vaxel, and Madness in the kill feed, combining to take down Tech, who was on Lulu Lovely's team. But this fight on the edge of zone continues, and it's going to be Noko's team who have to try and force their way in.
It's strange to call him Noko as well, considering it's no Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I feel like shortening it to Noko doesn't seem correct, but everyone calls it Noko.
But shortening it to Cocoa Puffs is also very wrong, because it's specifically no Cocoa Puffs. So,
correct.
Honestly, Noko
Maybe
might be the only shortening.
Shorten it at all, or just call him Puffs.
I'm just looking forward to an Apex Legends Global Series event when the world returns to normal, we're back online, and I get to scream Noko at the top of my lungs. Like, that is the perfect word to shout, right, as a commentator.
It's a good one.
Surely you got to agree with me with that.
I mean, I don't know, screaming no Cocoa Puffs also seems to have its benefits as well.
Too many syllables. Too many syllables for me.
I feel like I've had that conversation with my mother many times in the morning. No Cocoa Puffs! I want Sugar Puffs!
I have no.
Too early for chocolate.
Yeah,
But not
I've got
for
no
sugar.
response.
I have 2 arc stars in my own.
No. How many sugars do you want in your tea? The spoon must stand up. Anyway, get back into our game now. 13 squads remaining. Things have started to pick up as far as the pace is concerned. And one of those teams who have to do some picking up themselves is going to be Retzi, Fun, and Zero Plus, as the Bloodhound is going to be brought back to their feet and be able to get a bat off as well. It's now up to Retzi and his teammates to hold the angles and stop this push coming in. And those shots from Fun are certainly going to do a job there of stopping that push coming in.
It was Vash that went down as well. Like a deer in headlights. Unfortunately, when you come against some of the best players in the world, they're trying desperately to hide behind the smallest object that is available to them. And this should be a simple wipe, if I'm completely honest. Beast of the Hunt still active, so you can consistently scan, you can gain all of that information as to who is around you, and it's going to be some free KP
They backed up
for these guys.
They're in the building. I have no bats left.
There's shots from Zero Plus there to pushes that team down at the bottom of the hill, but Caleb is one of the best in the world. See, he thinks up clever things like that, where I'm just thinking about screaming his name.
No Cocoa Puffs.
But if you shout Noko, then you have to shout Co-Puffs as a separate thing.
Again, this is getting too meta. This is getting too meta.
Almost cracked him. I think it's a solo.
I don't know, but it's just absolutely slaughtered a Caustic there coming through the door, and you can just hear the communication, how hectic it is at the moment to ensure that they stay alive, but also
go
pushing
back right
effectively
side.
to pick up some KP.
Yeah, Lyric doing a good job to get some damage down, but also recognizing that he was in a little bit of a disadvantageous position there. Had to go into the void to get away from that without taking too much damage, to get back to the safety of the Gibraltar bubble. And now they're just going on the hunt on edge of zone once more to see if there's any players lagging around that they can pick up and team up on to clear out their backs and make sure that no one is going to be rotating in. And look at this, there is a team for them to try and make their prey as they move in. Now Lyric's going to be taken down to low shields, and all of a sudden Noko and Kine on the back foot. Big shot with the Mastiff, but all of a sudden things are kicking off. But look at that for a final shot. Once again, Noko's team doing a lot of damage. You can see the KP there on the board. It's going to be 4 KP just to the name of Kine. So big performance as far as kills are concerned in this game.
Yeah, that was a nice wig. Unfortunately, getting taken out alongside Monsoon. They were down to just 2, so it was going to be a very...
Oh, no goal!
Go! Puffs. But they'll be able to get it back up. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I did witness that. I was watching TSM play the other day, just ranked. And I think Reps got knocked in the red. And Imperial Hell said, I'm not going to pick you up just to make you learn. And so you'll never do it again. that's what they're like as a team.
This is the same Imperial Hell who yesterday during their little kill race that they were involved with tried to make Snipedown take a portal that he'd placed off of the edge of the map because he had more kills than him. So you know that's the kind of teammate that Hal is. That's all I'm saying. All right.
We should take the portal and then go that way.
I think we take the balloon.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah.
We're dumb. Yeah, good call.
Chat made a good point that players that play with a mouse cam oftentimes are doing so just to prove that they're not cheating.
They bubble.
It is a nice insurance.
That's true. That is true. We'll have to see it.
I mean, I'm not here to
Don't worry about that.
play how anyone streams because they're all phenomenal streamers and you should definitely check out everyone who is involved and everyone you can using the Twitch extension.
Don't worry about it.
It's just for me personally, I've never understood a mouse cam, but if you include keybinds on the side of a mouse, then I can start to think, all right, well that looks kind of cool. But yeah, they make a good point. Make sure you're not cheating, but you know what? These are all professionals here. No one would dare cheat.
We land here, we get fucked.
This is a big play coming in from Noko's team right now. They're going to take this balloon, float over, and they're going to try and find an open spot to land in. But they've got to be careful because it might be a team that's huddled up inside a building, but they might be able to find an area from this aerial view that isn't. As you can see, they're pretty much going center zone here on Solar Array, and they might be able to land on this building without taking too much damage. But saying that, they're actually taking quite a lot of damage. That is the danger of making a play like that, where you leave yourself in the open. The Gibby bubble will go down, though, to allow them to get those shields back up, but difficult position for them to find themselves in.
Yeah, Noko has gone down. It's just going to be 2 remaining. That's going to be a second taken down as well. Just going to be the 1 remaining player. And that's the wipe. So after being involved in so many fights, after being kill leaders for the majority of this game, it ends abruptly.
Yeah, that was a risky play, and it really didn't work out. And now we're going to jump over to another team who's on edge of zone. You've got 30 seconds to move in, but there's so many teams still where we just saw Noko's team go down in Solar Array that finding their way in is going to be difficult. You can see all the shots coming in, and it's going to be Vipes is the last player alive here to try and portal in. Teammates have been taken down. I believe one is knocked, of course. Might be able to get into that portal to scrape through, but it looks like it will be Vipes as the last player alive here.
That is also the biggest microphone cover I've ever seen in my life as well. There is definitely no background audio coming through that microphone.
You could use it as a pillow.
No, he didn't get the kill points.
You could. It looks pretty... the KP wasn't there. You heard it as well. They were wondering whether he got the kill points for the knocks. But he did not, which means that's going to be free KP for someone else in the lobby. Arborelli's team have made it yet again to the latter stages, and they found themselves in quite a nice little position here in this building. Only 8 squads remaining, so 2 points secured for all of these teams right now. And of course more if they can get into that top 7.
Does Albrelele have a Tesseract in his room?
Yes.
That's just coming from his brain.
Oh, wow.
That is a visual representation of what goes on while Abraleli is making his decisions. It's just colours and numbers probably just blended away. It's Abraleli language. You know, no one will ever understand it. It's what you have to be one of the best in the game. But speaking of best in the game, once again, Lou, #1 Predator in the world, and I'm going to keep hyping it up because it is such an achievement. They are center zone at the moment, and they are feeling pretty confident about things. There is a team inside though, and the master shots are going to be exchanged, so they've got to be careful that team doesn't poke out and do some damage to them while they're trying to hold this down.
I don't know if this is good.
Only 5 squads remaining, so still plenty of room to play with. Even when this circle closes, every single team you would expect to stay alive with the caliber of teams that we have in the lobby.
How many people were in here, bro?
Someone did let me know that you do actually take damage in the portal now. They
That's your
did
next
patch
hand.
it,
Your
so
next
that's
hand,
good
you
to
guys
know.
go.
Thanks. I won't try and survive in late game anymore. If that niche situation does happen again, shout out Luke.
So 30 seconds until we see the Carnage and shoot, as it is going to be down in that ditch, essentially,
They have a door to play right
just to the left of where Dropped is looking right now. They do have the Gibraltar as well, so they might be able to drop that defensive bombardment in front of this building and really cause some problems to those teams trying to escape and make it towards the end of circle. There is still some of the building inside the zone as well, so the team underneath are going to have to be careful, but Lou goes down.
I need you to bubble me now.
And Drop's going to have to move in here, is going to try and get the bubble down, but no, Lou's going to be taken down as well. So the Kraber from Reps. I said that TSM are out. TSM are still in, and we found out in the most exciting way possible as the Kraber was in the hands of Reps.
It's so detrimental when you get hit by that Kraber. It's so difficult to get out of the shots coming from the remaining teammates. And we said that most people were on the other side. They did have a team below them. Drop tries to drop and survive, but they will get wiped. After Lou got hit by that Kraber, it was just never going to end well.
So TSM now making their move in and looking to prove me wrong. 3 squads remaining, 2 squads remaining. Abralele is the last player alive in the lobby, and it's back-to-back for TSM, who we must remind ourselves are playing as a full roster. But what a performance. This is why they're one of the best teams in the world, and they're showing it here. 2 wins in a row, and plenty of KP, I'm sure, to go alongside it.
Is that the second game in a row? No, game 1 wasn't. Albralele wasn't like the final kill, right?
No, he
Pretty
wasn't.
sure
He was
up there,
in
top
the
3.
late game. Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
the late game. But I mean, that's always. It must be difficult for Abralele to die to TSM just because
Yeah.
he was part of that team. But they, like, you know what? They've remained friends. It's not like it's a big deal, but it's always going to make it a little bit sweet.